Miss Emma.
Hi, Miss Emma.
How's he doing? Oh, brilliantly. Yeah, no, it's all going really well. Say, Nikki, say, I'm fine, Miss Emma. How are you?
I'm fine, Miss Emma. How are you?
He's doing brilliantly, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, nice to see you again.
Bye. Good boy. Come on.
The data from the October tests isn't in the file.
You've looked everywhere.
I have. It's gone.
Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Then that's what we should do.
Dr. Wakefield.
Yes?
I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but we've got a daughter who needs... We asked to be referred to you and got turned down. It wasn't until we saw our daughter's medical notes that we realized she'd been referred to another doctor at the hospital, not you. Our daughter has all the symptoms you discuss in your study.
For Roberts to send a patient's consultant a letter saying I'm a zealot, saying I blame all the problems of the Western world on the MMR, that's bad. To stop a patient from being seen by me is interference in medical care.
Do you know he did it?
I've got the letter. Somebody is preventing them from seeing me. Most of my team is gone, the funding's gone. The DOH misrepresent our work. Why?
You know why. Childhood immunization is sacrosanct. You can't call it into question without expecting a backlash.
I'm not against vaccination. I never have been. I'm just asking why.
I know.
But my obligation is to the patient.
I agree. I'm going to retire, Andy. Do everything right. Make sure the Department of Health sees an advance copy of your paper. Make sure that the protocol is not in doubt. Keep doing what you believe in.
Hello?
Stop calling us. Do you hear me? Leave us alone. If you think you're scaring us, you're wrong. This is scaring me, Andy.
It's okay. I won't let anything happen to you or the kids.
What about you?
Okay, right. Yeah. If we let them know we're scared, then they will.
This isn't making me feel any better.
Would it make you feel better if I stopped?
No.
Hi.
Quick.
What is it?
On the news, they just asked Blair if Leo had the jab.
And what did he say?
He didn't answer. He ducked.
On the whole, I support his view that children should be kept out of public life. But where his government tells all other parents of young children in the land that they must have the MMR vaccine, then I think that those same parents have the right to know whether the Prime Minister practices what he preaches.
Nicky's in an intensive ABA program at the moment, and he's making extraordinary progress, isn't he? So, by next year, I'm sure he'll be ready to join a mainstream school.
We've given this a lot of thought. I've looked at your son's statement.
And I'm afraid we can't offer him a place. We don't have the resources.
You've read the statement. You have an obligation to him.
Appropriate school is what the statement calls for. The school's governors and I believe we wouldn't be appropriate. There are other schools in the borough. I'm sorry.
We don't accept that.
Then you'll have to take it up with the local authority.
Strong letter?
Several.
I was wondering if I could have Nicky for the weekend.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
How's your girlfriend going to feel about it?
Sarah?
That's the one. Yes, sorry. Sarah.
Sarah will be fine.
They managed to get the batch numbers for the MMR vaccine that was given to their children. Great! If we can just get funding for the DNA sequencing.
And that's called the principle of interference. All doctors know it. You combine 3 live viruses, you don't know what the effect's going to be. Same reason why you don't combine some medicines. Can you remember anyone when you were growing up who was autistic?
No.
And the number of kids with dyslexia and attention deficit disorder, it's all on the same neurological spectrum as autism. It's everywhere, and nobody seems to know why.
Can we talk about something else?
Sorry. Christine asked if I could take one of the boys this weekend.
I love having Max.
Nicky.
This isn't going to work, Martin, is it?
I'll be right with you.
Gardner and Stein want to see me.
Oh, good luck. Andy, get the money.
The Department of Health has a public statement signed by the Royal College of General Practitioners, the British Medical Association, the Royal College of Nursing, the Faculty of Public Health Medicine, the UK Public Health Association, the Royal College of Midwives, the Community Practitioners...
The MMR is a very effective vaccine with an excellent safety record. It's recommended by the World Health Organization and used in over 30 countries around the world.
Have you read the work? Have you read anything we've done?
No, I don't need to.
Who's the bad scientist?
We have to allocate resources in the best interests of the hospital and the community.
The research needs to continue.
A number of your colleagues are very worried that the nature of your work is having a negative effect on the uptake of the MMR. None of us can support that consequence.
Perhaps there isn't a link, but unless we ask why and keep asking why, we'll never know.
We don't feel it is in the interests of the Royal Free to continue the work you've been doing.
You're going to shut down the work.
The decision's been taken.
Oh, come on, Nicky. Let's get your coat.
Oh, Mary Watt called. They shut Wakefield down.
You're joking. Oh, the bastards.
Chauvinist.
I think we'd better.
Hi, Nicky.
Hi, Max. Oh, you're here. You owe me a $5. You'll have to wait for it. Valerie bet you weren't coming.
I'm sorry I'm late. Had a kind of unexpected change in plans. Weekend hasn't really gone like I thought.
If you don't want to take Nicky, I understand.
No, it's not that.
But I don't want you coming into the house because he's really excited and he'll just be more disappointed. Okay?
I'm late because I had to clear my things out of Sarah's flat. We've ended it. I booked a hotel. I didn't want to let Nikki down. It just didn't work out like I'd hoped.
Well, do you want to spend the weekend here?
I don't know that that's such a good idea.
It's not like that, Martin. I wouldn't worry about it.
Daddy!
They finally got Wakefield. They've closed him down. Valerie and I are drinking champagne and writing letters.
Strong ones.
Is there any other kind? Come on, darling. Oh, let's come.
Come on, then, you. We weren't even talking about that much money. They just don't want to look.
In case they don't like what they find.
Well, what about the patients? You think another doctor's going to want to touch this?
Oh, yeah. They've seen what happened to you.
What did I achieve?
Well, you pissed off your boss, the Department of Health, the drug companies, just about every professional medical organisation in the UK, and you've had your phone tapped. I mean, that's not bad going for someone who's a bad scientist. Well, it makes me wonder what they're all so worried about.
Then there's a small matter of what I'm going to do for work.
You've got work to do, and you're not done yet.
Who's going to pay for it?
In light of everything, that's a detail.
Linda, I'm going to hang on to this one. But if anyone's worried, it's just upstairs.
Dr. Roberts?
Yes?
You must be happy. You got rid of Andrew Wakefield. I'm Christine Shields. Perhaps you remember my letters.
I do.
My son was damaged by the MMR.
I'm sorry you think that.
I don't think it. I know it. He has bowel damage. He didn't eat sawdust. Autistic kids, they do stuff like that. I heard that's what you said. Is it true? Constipated because they ate sawdust. Great diagnosis, considering you never even looked at my son. Do you want to look at him now?
I don't think that would be appropriate.
No, probably not, because that way he might become more than a statistic. I know that would be very complicated for you.
Vaccination has saved many lives and will continue to save lives.
I'm not against vaccination. Neither was Dr. Wakefield.
I wish you the best of luck with your son.
I'll need it. But all the luck in the world won't cure brain damage, will it? Mind you, the diet works wonders. I'm sorry to mention that. It's anecdotal. There's no proof that it works. And it might mean that Wakefield was right.
I have worked it.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Got to get back to telling everybody that the MMR is safe. Got to keep that herd immunity up. Herd? They don't give multiple vaccines to cows.
The MMR is safe.
For most kids, yes. Not for mine. When does the cost get too high?
There were only 12 children in that study.
You know, there was this doctor called Canner in 1943. He's the one that identified autism, gave it its name. Do you know how many children he had in his study?
I can't recall offhand.
11. So obviously autism doesn't exist. The study was too small.
It's interesting. I'll look it up.
Please do, yes. Don't trust me, I'm just a mother. Do drug companies fund much of the work here?
Goodbye, Mrs. Shields.
Tony?
Andy. How are you?
Fine.
I was sorry to hear about...
Yeah. Great news about your professorship.
Oh, thanks.
I know you really wanted it.
Yeah. I still see patients.
Good.
I had to move on.
Of course you did.
I mean, the writing was on the wall. I mean, the funding, you can't really buy the hand that feeds you.
Yeah. Yeah, I managed to do that, didn't I? Kill a sacred cow and a golden goose all at once.
Now we should just focus on the bowel disease. 20/20 hindsight. Guess we know that now.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing now?
Oh, I've got another paper coming out. Not great for my career, but, you know, pursuit of the truth and all that. Just keeps getting in the way. Great news about your professorship.
Mr. and Mrs. Shields to see Mrs. Winters? Thanks. Oh, I found a flat, about 5 minutes from the house. It's small, but it'll do.
Oh, meeting these head teachers. Worse than a job interview.
Here we go.
Don't lose your temper.
I can't believe you're telling me that.
ABA? That's great. It's very successful.
Yes, it is.
You're following the diet?
Yes, it's very strict.
Good. We had another child here. Really made a difference to him. So, when can I meet Nikki?
Get in the car! Go on, Sam, in!
I've been invited to testify to Congress.
I'll see you later.
This gathering of obsessive, anally retentive mothers and fathers in denial is really just to thank Andy and all the doctors who worked with him, and to celebrate the founding of Visceral, which is the charity that's going to support the work he's doing. Hard to be a prophet in your own land, I guess. And I know that we all want to wish Andy the best of luck in the United States with his research. To Andy. I used to think that I was alone. But there are more and more of us every week. And that's the biggest tragedy of all. And I know that at night, lying in the dark, we all have the same thought that binds us together and stops us from giving up. When I'm gone, who will look after my child? We can't stop now. We can never stop. Long time no see.
How's Max?
Oh, fine. Yes, in remarkably good health.
Good. I see from his records he hasn't had his MMR.
I got your postcard.
He'll be going to nursery, so he needs to have his jabs.
I'd like a single vaccine for him.
We don't offer that, I'm afraid.
You may have heard about the rise in the number of children with autism. Even the MRC says it's 1 in 166, although I suspect it's more.
Yes. Better diagnosis, I think they put it down to.
Good to know you're improving. I think we'll give this a miss. I realise that's disappointing for you, because you get more money if you can poison more children.
Mrs. Shields, there's been a measles outbreak in South London. It is irresponsible not to immunise your child.
Fuck you. Strong letter to follow.
If you have any concerns or queries raised by this programme, a fact sheet is available by calling 08705 555055, by logging on to 5.tv/factsheets, or by writing to PO Box 5000, Manchester N60 3SU. Coming next here on 5, we join Kirsty Young for a studio debate on the controversial MMR vaccine.